Good evening out there, YouTube, and all my friends around the world. Yes, you see all that water on the news? Okay, I'm in my living room watching the news. I want all my friends around the world watch the news too, okay? All right.
The department is running into roadblocks, trying to find a motive for last night's horrific, fatal shooting. First tonight, how Southeast Texans are dealing with flooding. Welcome to 12 News HD. I'm Kevin Steele. Thank you very much for joining us. Jackie has the night off. Most of Orange County received 2 to 3 inches of rain.
That's a lot of water there, y'all.
Got 2 inches.
I want to know where that's at.
Reporter Ellie Callow explains in one South Vidor neighborhood, 2 inches felt like a foot.
Good evening one more time, YouTube, and all my friends around the world. Okay, I'm sitting back in my living room watching the news. I want all y'all around the world watch the news too, okay? All right.
It's freezing cold and it's April, so you never know what's going to happen in Southeast Texas.
She says the unpredictable weather has kept her homebound with her 2-year-old son for the past couple of days.
It was very hot yesterday, which is why, we're all kind of have a head cold and sinus and stuff because you just never know.
And little did Angelo know that Vidor would get hit with about 2 inches of rain overnight, preventing her high school-aged daughter from taking herself to school.
There was water over the road this morning when I took the kids to school, so she couldn't drive her car this morning.
Like many motorists, Angelo's daughter has a low-lying car that can easily flood in large puddles.
A lot of times if she's at school when the rain comes, she can't drive her car home, so she's park it somewhere else, at a friend's house or something.
So always have a plan for the unexpected. And remember, even small amounts of water on the road can be dangerous. In Vidor, Ellie Cano, 12 News HD.
Although the average rainfall across Southeast Texas was about 2 to 3 inches, some spots saw 5 inches of rain, like around the Buna area. Poured rain last night in my neighborhood anyway. How much rain did most of us get?
Well, about 2 to 3 inches, that's right. But 4:22 this morning, I was awakened by a big crash of thunder and lightning about towards the bed of trying to figure out what's going on this morning. Yeah, 2 to 3 inches, very common, but those yellow swaths on pinpoint Doppler radar, at least 3 inches of rainfall. We're measuring 4 inches over towards Burkeville and about 5 inches just to the east of Buna. As you can see, some pretty heavy rainfall. Lots of lightning, even some small hail, and a 100% coverage of rain this morning. Currently, we're in the upper 60s in Beaumont, 67 in Jasper, and 67 in Lake Charles, Houston, almost 70 degrees, and we're likely going to see much warmer temperatures coming up tomorrow. For this evening, gorgeous, 66 at 6 p.m. and mild. By 8 p.m., clear at 59 and turning cool at 54 at 10. And it's going to be a chilly night across Southeast Texas. We'll deal with the numbers in just a few minutes.
Hard to argue that that's not nice, so that works for us. Thanks very much. We have breaking news at this hour on 12 News HD at 5. Beaumont police are on the scene of a shooting at this hour at an apartment complex on the 2500 block of Primrose. Officers found a white male victim with a gunshot wound, at least one to his upper body, possibly more. EMS transported that man to Christus Hospital, St. Elizabeth, in critical condition. He is headed into surgery at this hour. Police say this appears to be a drug deal in which the victim was meeting with 3 people. Police are now searching the area looking for possible suspects. We have a crew on the scene as well. We'll bring you updates on 12 News HD at 6 and keep you up to date on 12newsnow.com as well as our Facebook and Twitter pages as well. We are learning more information tonight on the Nederland fatal shooting. Police say a man shot his mother in her home. The victim is 55-year-old Holly Ann Arredondo of Nederland. Police say her son, 26-year-old Joseph Garrett Arredondo, also of Nederland, is now facing capital murder charges and a bond of $2 million. The capital murder charges because police say he forced his way into his mother's home, breaking and entering. Her home was at the Hillcrest apartment complex on the 1500 block of South 27th Street. 12 News HD reporter Vanessa
Lord
Holmes
have mercy. Boy, there's a lot of crime going on around the world. Young man shot his mother. My God.
Police Chief Darrell Bush says Joseph Arredondo is
I
not
tell you, my friend, it's time
police,
for all us
and
to start
he is
praying, eh, right?
exercising his right to
Okay.
remain silent Because of that, Chief Bush says officers still don't know a motive behind the shooting. Police say his mother was on the phone with someone from Spindletop Center seeking help for her son. That's when the person on the phone heard a loud noise. Police don't know at this time whether it was the door being kicked in or the sound of a gunshot. When police arrived on the scene, they say Joseph was in the parking lot where he was detained. An officer then noticed the back door kicked in. He walked inside and noticed the mother dead on the living room floor. Police say they then found a .40 caliber pistol in Joseph's pant leg. We spoke with Spindletop Center today. They said due to medical laws, they could not release information as to whether or not a Spindletop employee was on the phone with the mother at the time of the shooting. They did, however, offer advice for people who may see someone acting out of the ordinary.
A new member is acting very different than they were before. If they start doing any substances or drinking alcohol they hadn't before, they start missing activities. A lot of times they'll have told someone, I'm thinking about doing this, or I've thought about this before, or even sometimes down to having a plan.
Another sign they say is someone who is seen walking around pacing. A neighbor who didn't want to go on camera today told us that her husband did see Joseph pacing the apartment parking lot earlier yesterday and that they had never seen him before.
Interesting. We'll have to follow this one. Thank you very much, Vanessa. If Arredondo is found guilty, it's possible he could face the death penalty on that capital murder charge. According to a recent NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, a majority of Americans favor stricter gun laws. The poll shows 55% favor tougher laws covering the sale of firearms. 82% of Democrats favor stricter gun laws. Just 27% of Republicans do. Supporters of tougher new gun laws got
I tell you, look like people going gun happy around the world. My God, that's why I tell all my friends around the world, when you go to bed, before you go to bed, make sure you get on your knees and pray to God and say, Lord, release your guardian angel over everybody, okay? All right, somebody got my message, all right. Yes, because we living in a time now, my friend, that we all need to pray. Ain't that right? Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of crime going on around the world. I want all my friends to know that. Amen? Okay. All right. That's all I have to tell y'all. Watch the news. I told you when you watch the news, you find something different on the news, ain't that right? There's always some crime going on. But we know God is everywhere. God said, "How he look down low, y'all." That's right, y'all. That's right. That's what I'm doing now. I'm in the living room now, watching the news. That's right, y'all. I'm watching that news. And I want all my friends to watch that news. That's right. You better watch that news. You hear me? Because you're going to miss something if you don't watch the news yet. Okay.
Out of the hands of criminals and those with mental issues that could cause them to be a threat to our society.
Democrats plan to introduce additional gun control proposals.
We're going to have a vote on assault weapons. Some people love it, some people hate it.
Some Newtown families want that assault weapons ban, as well as a restriction on the number of bullets a gun clip can hold, but it's going to be an uphill fight.
There's some stuff I wish that we had harder, but I'm happy that we are getting somewhere with it.
President Obama called some of the Newtown victims to tell them today's Senate vote would not have been possible without their efforts. Timon Bradley, ABC News, Washington.
One woman is in the Jefferson County Jail tonight facing aggravated robbery charges. Police say she was caught shoplifting at the JCPenney store in the mall and then attacked employees when they tried to stop her. Happened a little after 6 last night. Beaumont police say store employees observed Brittany Sandoval trying to leave without paying. When loss prevention employees confronted her, police say Sandoval pulled a knife and began slashing at them, injuring one. A federal law enforcement officer just happened to be close by and took Sandoval into custody. A man faces forgery charges after being accused of trying to use counterfeit money to pay for items at a Kuntz convenience store. Bond for Danny Cooper of Kuntz has been set at $2,500. A store clerk notified police that Cooper was using $100 bills that appeared to be fake, and he reportedly dropped 7 $100 bills on his way out of the store. All the bills turned out to have the exact same serial number, so you know something is wrong there. Cooper was later arrested at his home and was linked to a similar incident the previous day. 1 year ago today, George Zimmerman was arrested in the death of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. To mark the occasion, Zimmerman's mother wrote a scathing open letter to the public. It criticizes the media and justice system for fueling a false narrative against an innocent man, as she put it. Zimmerman is charged with second-degree murder in the February 2012 shooting. He says he shot the teen in self-defense. Attorneys for Martin's family say Zimmerman racially profiled Trayvon and shot him in cold blood. The trial is scheduled to begin June 10th. Coots ISD Interim Superintendent Reese Briggs has confirmed with 12 News HD that a high school assistant principal can keep his job thanks to a grant rewarded to the school district. Last month, the school board decided to lay off a dozen employees next year due to a budget shortfall caused by cuts in state funding. One of those positions was held by Chet Deaver, but Briggs says Deaver has since been reinstated for the 2013-2014 school year. Briggs would not say what foundation or how much the grant will be.
A chilly night expected across southeast Texas. How low will the temperatures go? We'll let you know next.
This is iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio makes you
When you have a great melody, that's right.
Instantly connected.
I love it when the beat goes.
Okay, that's it for that news. I'm getting ready to cut it off. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. I'm the baby. And I am Mr. Joe. Bye-bye, YouTube. Y'all watch the news, all right? Okay, bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.